Chen Xioadan of China is the 12th diver. The 12 divers selected after the preliminaries, and they are diving in the reverse order of their score in the preliminaries. So Chen Xioadan, highest score in the preliminaries, but those scores all thrown out starting fresh today.
And watch this, forward 3 1/2 pike. And what a surprise. That was not the Chinese entry, the one that we've seen so many Chinese rip their dives, and that was very heavy, too much splash, and that is going to hurt her. She gets to the end of the platform well, throws into that nice tight pike position, but she comes out early, lifting her upper body and leaving the dive short of vertical, and that's where the splash comes from.
She is currently, prior to this score, in 4th place, a total here of 60-30. And we now have 5 rounds complete, and we will take a look at the standings. And she is also looking at the standings, and it is Xu Mei who is now in 1st. Michelle Mitchell of the United States is now in 2nd. Angela Stasilevich of the Soviet Union is in 3rd. Chen Xioadan of China is in 4th. Wendy Leanne Williams of the United States is in 5th. And Silke Abel to take over 1st. But let's see what Chen Xioadan does here. She is the last diver in this round.
She's doing the inward 3 1/2 somersault tuck, a 3.2 degree of difficulty. And this is an unusual takeoff. We've been looking at this. If you watch her feet, you're going to see something that, as a coach, I would not recommend any diver doing. Watch this. Did you see that? Did you see that jump back onto the platform?
Yes.
Not only is that a fault, it is also dangerous and clearly affected this dive. She literally jumps back into the platform. She has a beautiful tight tuck and she spins very fast, but that little hop that she starts gives her a little too much over rotation, and that's going to hurt her in the scores.
In 4th place coming into this round. And low scores, 5.5, 5.6, total of 51.84. And so after 6 rounds are complete, Xu Mei of China is the leader. Michelle Mitchell of the United States remains in 2nd place. Angela Stasilevich of the Soviet Union is in 3rd. Wendy Leanne Williams of the United States is in 4th. Chen Xioadan of China is in 5th. And Silke Abish of East Germany is in 6th. She stays close. It'll come down to the last 2 dives. Chen Xioadan of China, last diver in the next to last round.
Chen Xioadan is doing the reverse 1 1/2 somersault with 3 1/2 twist, Charlie. The degree of difficulty on this is 3.3. This is the most difficult dive of anyone in the contest, and she is the only woman doing this dive. She's back in it. That's all it takes. Those high degree of difficulty dives, if she hits one like that, look out, because she's right back in the thick of things. Now let's see from this low angle. She reaches right up into the somersault, wraps that twist. Her feet are slightly crossed and a little loose. That's a deduction, but she gets them back together very well, and what a dramatic finish.
And the only female to do this dive in competition.
Absolutely. It's remarkable. The girl's only 14 years old, and Greg Louganis just learned that dive about 4 years ago.
Chen Xioadan, she is 14 years of age, waiting on the score. Stands 4 feet 9 inches tall, weighs 83 pounds, in the vanguard of the youth movement.
And there is a youth movement in diving. We're seeing Elena Moroshina, and we're seeing right now the referee contacting the judges to re-enter the score. Occasionally there are some malfunctions in the judging scoring method using the computers, so they must re-enter, and you see him pointing to judge number 6.
Let's see what we've got so far. 8,
well,
8.5, 9, 8, 7.5, 7.5, a 9.
There's an 8.
And an 8.
Those are very good scores.
Those are excellent scores. And again, the degree of difficulty is 3.3. That's a total of 81.18. And you're right, you can get it back in one dive when your degree of difficulty is that high.
What a dive this is going to be. A back 3 1/2 somersault tuck, a 3.3 degree of difficulty. And there is Xioadan May and her coach, and they're eagerly waiting this dive.
If she hits it, possibility of a gold. If she hits it reasonably well, possibility of the silver. Oh, no. Oh.
Looking at that jump back onto the platform, we saw her do it on her inward 3 1/2, and we're going to see it again here. And that is why she missed that dive. What a shame.
Oh,
She had
you
such
don't
a
want to finish
tremendous
that
chance.
way. No.
See that jump back into the tower? The rotation is just too fast. She kicks straight up and down and way, way over.
But what this may do when you see the scores, and look how low the scores are, this may move Wendy Leanne Williams to the bronze.
Oh.